Hey, what's going on? Coming at you from Chicago, Illinois, and I'm just gonna get right into the video. So this article I found on apnews.com. Title of the article is Martin Scorsese is still curious and awed by the possibilities of cinema. And this is from this month, October of 2023. And before I get into the article, I thought it was kind of like with this publication, apnews.com, sometimes I will scroll through that website in order to find interesting topics to make a video about. And usually when I scroll through their website, a lot of their topics, their articles are more serious oriented. So I thought it was kind of cool that they had this article on the entertainment industry, and maybe it's always been that way. Like they have a small section, and I just overlooked it. But I thought that this was a kind of a different type of article than what you would normally find on that website. And then just really quickly before I get into the article, this director, Martin Scorsese, I can't say that I'm a big fan. Like a lot of his films are like dark and gritty, like obviously the Goodfellas and his other work. I did enjoy the movie The Departed. I thought that was entertaining. But as far as a lot of his other films being dark and gritty, it just seems like there's like so much dark and grittiness in the world, like world events and just even like local events, things taking place in this country, and that's more than enough to deal with. So, but I can give him credit. He's definitely an enduring director, and he's managed to stay competitive in a very competitive industry. So I can give him that credit. So now getting back into the article, back when Martin Scorsese was mid-aged, he recalled when a successful director of his time, I'm not sure how to pronounce the name, was given an honorary Academy Award in 1990. The then 80-year-old successful Japanese filmmaker said in his speech that he hadn't yet grasped the full essence of cinema. It struck Scorsese, then in post-production on Goodfellas, as a curious thing for such a master filmmaker to say. It wasn't until Scorsese also turned 80 that he began to comprehend the successful filmmaker's words. Martin Scorsese quotes, "I've lived long enough to be his age, and I think I understand now, because there is no limit. The limit is in yourself." So I think that that was kind of an interesting, kind of a cool article to be able to find and share in this video. I think it's cool because if you were to ask a lot of young aspiring filmmakers, what do you think of this, very successful, very accomplished filmmaker? Some of them might say, "Oh, he's the master of his craft. He knows so much about filmmaking." And yet, if they were to speak to him, directly, he may tell these young aspiring filmmakers that, "Yeah, I've gained experience throughout the years, but I don't see myself as a master of my craft. I've done things to master my craft, but I am not. I'm not complete. There's still so much more, um, creative ways to make movies, and uh, I can't speak for him. I'm just saying that he would tell these young people that the possibilities are just endless. And I also think that the article, it speaks to the sense of the human spirit, the capacity to want to grow and expand, and to want to create magic, and not just our own personal lives, but to create and share that magic for other people to experience. Uh, I know that when I started this YouTube channel, nobody told me to start this channel. Nobody told me what kind of content to make on this channel. This was all a decision that I made. And part of the reason why I went ahead and started this channel was because it just turned out to be a creative outlet for me. And I would say, for you guys watching, I would strongly advise you guys to have a creative outlet yourselves, whatever that may be. Because I know that living in this world, it can be very disheartening. I've said it in past videos, just the simple process of driving down the road, the simple process of going to your local grocery store, and some of these drivers, they just the aggression, it's like, again, disheartening. So having that creative outlet, and I would also, as I say in almost all of my videos, that relationship with your creator. It's compelling for me to say that the human soul, that the human spirit is just totally boundless, just totally free. But I think that the only being in this whole creation, in this whole vast universe, that's totally and completely boundless and just totally powerful is our Lord and Creator. But we're not that far off from Him. We're just 99.9% boundless, just right underneath Him. And I think that having that relationship with your Creator and having that creative outlet, I think it's cliche, but I mean, the sky is the limit, and it can, those two powerful sources will help you to soldier on and just get through this life, because we know that there's so many trials and tribulations that we experience, and we need those forces to help us get through this challenging thing that we call life. So that was today's video, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.